prostate cancer. Who cares? Nobody will notice. And hi everyone, and welcome to our show. And today, it seems like we have a wonderful audience in our hand. Not to mention that we have a very special guest too in our show. Let me introduce you to Little Ceis. It's great to have you on our show, Mr. Little Ceis. Now, here's the first question. How was your day, Little Ceis? That's great to hear. Now here's my second question. How does it feel being such a terrible unit? You know, like how you always miss your targets, how you're way too expensive for the value you provide, how you basically have terrible damage output, how you basically die easily, how you basically waste all of your shots, how your shots can be easily wasted by flying units, and how you're basically worse than little cronies. Hey! You better not be daydreaming in my studio! You read the contract, didn't you? Well, I mean, you're probably also too stupid to even read. I'm done. Why are you having Davy rocket launcher? And why are you aiming at me? Battler is a rare melee unit with its gimmick of being able to knock back with every single hit, which can be really effective against units with long wind-ups. But the problem is that he performs poorly against long-range units and titans, and him having anti-synergy with Lil Doombringer. But I wouldn't call him bad by any means, I would just say that he's somewhat situational. And Striker Battler has a cool and flashy ability, but it's more effective to just get rid of the target entirely. Sleepy Battler is a rare meat shield with the ability of having high resistance but losing it when getting hit. But the problem is that there are units that do parts of his job more effectively. Retro Battler can tank more heavy hitting attacks, Regen Battler can heal off chip damage, and Officer Battler is generally more effective than him. As of right now, Sleepy Battler is just heavily outclassed to its peers, but he is getting buffed in Chapter 5, so maybe he'll be better. And Nightly Battler is a unit that exists and will not be talked about, end of discussion. Moai Battler is a super rare meat shield that can grow his resistance by attacking up to 4 times. But the problem is that he is too slow and his range makes him bad at protecting units like Slingshot Battler. His flaws limit the units you are able to use with him, and if you really wanna use a unit with high resistance, just use Slade Skin Battler. Birthday Battler is a special unit with the who am I kidding? Saying that Birthday Battler is bad is like picking on the mentally handicapped. Binge Gola Battler is a rare staller unit with the ability to knock back units in a small pierce attack. He's better Battler, but with Pierce! Binge Battlers tend to die very quickly after attacking, but unlike the other binge drinkers, Binge Gola's effect is not impactful enough for him to be used. Which is funny because his normal form is probably the strongest staller in the game. He just isn't really worth the price compared to other knockback units. I'm gonna get so much flack for this. Chairman is an uber rare melee unit with the ability of raging up when losing HP. Wait, I can explain myself. Just hear me out, please. My reasoning because I put him here is not because he's bad, but because he falls off so hard later on. He dies so easily, which is why he's only useful in rushing and nothing else. And even there, he tends to not be even that impactful. And yeah, by that same logic, a unit like Lil Deathbringer should also be on the list, but like, at least he can pull off this. Can Chairman do that? Didn't think so, checkmate bro. Spiked Battler is a rare melee unit with the ability to damage enemies that hit him. This only works against fast attacking melee units, because he struggles against high damage and high range. And the same applies to Barbed Battler, but at least it's funny to use him against Fuse Coil. Sailor Battler is a melee unit that gives you money when hitting an enemy. But the problem is that Pirate Battler is a way safer choice when you want to make money, because it's easier to stack and protect him. Hoarder Battler is so bad it's not even funny. You basically take the one good thing about Hobo Battler and just throw it out of the window. His health is low, his armor is pathetic, his speed is slow, and his cooldown... And you know, the funny thing is that you could make an argument that he used to be useful because he used to have Omni immunity, which, I mean, yeah, he still kinda sucked, but at least he had something going for him. Remote Battler is a super rare ranged unit with the ability to lock onto a target until it's dead. But his problem is that his damage is subpar and his gimmick is kinda hard to use. His gimmick only works if you have lots of knockback or an enemy that goes back and forth a lot. And if none of these criteria are filled, then he's basically just the worst version of any other ranged unit. Also, little side tangent, he's one of the few units who cannot beat the first level in the game on his own because he cannot target bases or any inanimate objects. And blah blah blah, same applies to his old form, but in the next update, which will come out this month, there will be a new gotcha unit that will synergize very well with him, which means you could actually build strategies around him. Blood isn't— whoa, hold up. That ain't Blood. Who is this? Who are you? Grantkeeper? What? Whoa, wait a minute. Oh. Well, Roblox does what it always does and ruins everybody's day. Oh yeah, Grantkeeper, just the worst sword and sleepy battler. Ignis Battler is a super rare ranged unit that applies an burning effect onto enemies. Problem is that there's a unit that is similar to him but with way more upsides. Tiki Battler has 4 times the health, resistance, Omni immunity and a faster fire rate for the same cost. And aside from his longer range, there's really no reason to use him over Tiki Battler. But he is getting reworked in the Chapter 5 update coming this month. Prankster Battler. No! And now has come the time where I talk about the definitive unit when it comes to sucking. That's right, I'm talking about the one, the only, Blue Little Ceis. Ceis has a lot of problems, and you know, the best way to talk about them is with a song. Anything Ceis does, someone did better, someone did anything better than him. No they don't, yes they do. No they don't, yes they do. No they don't, yes they do, yes they do. Ceis has better crowd control than most. Cronus can do that with bosses included. Ceis' armor is really high. Doombringer has that for easy in fact. Let's get the obvious out of here. Why the fuck would you ever use him over Cronus? You'd sacrificed 12,808 damage for a worse Doombringer. There's never a reason to use him over any other unit that outclasses him. Even a gaslighting video couldn't save his ass. Alright, let's be a bit fair to him. His early game is pretty good, and if he hits his Teapot Barrage, it can be pretty valuable. But when he's pushing, he really struggles against knockback, and his Teapot Barrage can be countered by flying or fast enemies. Also, his Teapot Blast is ping dependent? What the fuck? And yeah, I know, his anti-trait will be really powerful in Chapter 5, but Lil Cronus also has anti-zombies, so it's not really a point for him. And you know, not much more can be really said about him. He's just kinda underwhelming. And those were all of the units, aside from these ones, that I wanted to cover. And yes, this video is definitely gonna be outdated when Chapter 5 comes out. Like, there's gonna be like a 40-page document Holy shit, they literally gonna change basically everything. But before I end this video, I just wanna say that use whatever you like, honestly. Don't let the video decide what you use. You know, do the things your own way. It's your adventure. It's a single player game. Nobody cares how you do your things, honestly. And, you know, make your own opinions, honestly. And no, I'm not saying it to take any accountability away from me. Actually, yes, I am doing that. And, you know, have fun. You know, now that I think of it, why do I have all of this skin? I don't want this. Oh my god, what is this? Get this off me! I don't want this. Oh my god! Ah! Well, that was that video. So most of this is probably gonna be really outdated. So yeah. Guess I can blame my laziness, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm also yeah, whatever, yeah, aside from like ripping my skin off and stuff, yeah, just use whatever you like, honestly. Like, it's a single player game, so like, who cares? What do I want to say again? Oh yeah, alright, yeah, I actually don't have anything to say. What? Hold up. There's someone at the door. Alright, who is this? Oh, hi, Chairman. What are you planning with that chair you're aiming at?
Like and subscribe right now, please. I need this. This took way too long. Like, oh my god.